In the news tonight, enforcement heightened against truck drivers.
Motor lorry owners, operators, whether large scale or small, and drivers should not feel prejudiced that the police are conducting an enforcement exercise which also captures them within the same spaces that we operate. What they should understand is that when they are traveling with a laden or unladen motor lorry, there is implication for the speed at which you travel and how you can control that vehicle.
And permanent structures are being removed from the Seawall. Traffic Chief Mahindra Singh said the enforcement against truck drivers has been ongoing, even as complaints continue to mount against that category of road users. Speaking with this newscast from traffic headquarters at Igloo, he said the enforcement is now at a heightened stage.
Recognizing that road usage, it seems as if no matter how much you make them an example and or you issue a ticket and or you charge them for court, it seems not to have an effect. It will definitely have an effect. Recently I observed a few articles being written that the police were not doing enough to curb the maybe supposedly lawless effect of road usage by lorry drivers for speeding and other offenses. I want to say that with us being the number that we have and the resources available for mobility, cars, motorcycles, we utilize them to achieve an effect each day. We don't just take them from where it is given, park them and have them for show. We are not on show either. As far as we know we can use them, we do. The preventative aspect of it is also engaged as well. To say it's not satisfactory that enough is being done, I will not say that we can't do more. We will always be able to do more. How? That in the spaces we are, where we observe the offenses more prevalent, we target them. So here is where now the targeted enforcement occur. Based on the prevalence of the offense, the type, the severity of injuries, damages, the likely loss of a life, a risk assessment being taken into consideration total. It guides us now that we will escalate the level of which we do these enforcement exercises. That is only intent to benefit the bigger picture. The greater number of the most, vulnerable category of road users who can be affected by this particular class of driving, meaning a lorry driver.
Just last week, the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry expressed its deep consternation and outrage regarding the inadequate management of road usage by heavy-duty trucks and the lack of proper concern and action from the relevant authorities to address the continued reckless behavior of these drivers. Further, the Chamber noted this includes blatant disregard for speed limits and weight restrictions, posing a significant danger to all road users. The traffic chief said all road users have a responsibility to conduct themselves within the confines of the law.
Motor lorry owners, operators, whether large scale or small, and drivers should not feel prejudiced that the police are conducting an enforcement exercise which also captures them within the same spaces that we operate. What they should understand is that when they are traveling with a laden or unladen motor lorry, there is implication for the speed at which you travel and how you can control that vehicle. There is a further implication for them to understand that, listen, it's not a hustle. It's a means to an employment. As the motor lorry driver, I am earning to support my family. I am earning to support my children in school and for them to get the education which I as a lorry driver may not have had. So the implication is large, socially and economically.
In some cases, these drivers are working on a daily target payable by trips, hence the reckless use of the road by some of those drivers. Singh said this information was also passed on to the police.
Because of this, it requires them, which is not lawful, to travel at rates of speed it renders them it's uncontrollable in some cases. That it results in one, them toppling, two, accidents which result in a loss of life and or damages. And you might then want to ask me then, is it only after you might have had an accident, meaning me, with a lorry, that such an action would have been taken? No. The enforcement would have been ongoing.
Last Thursday, sand trucks were involved in an accident at Garden of Eden on the east bank of the Mararo. On that same day, another sand truck toppled at the Mandela Eccles roundabout. Recently also, 2 women were killed by trucks in the city, and most recently, a GDF sergeant was struck down and killed by a truck on the Linden Highway during a GDF annual walk.
Washi, Hi people, washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say wash it soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash it soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash it soap powder, leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks for wash it soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright, have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Wash it soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash it soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash it soap powder, have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
It's here! Igloo Ice Cream Fruit Bars. 4 mouth-watering flavors. Mango, pineapple, strawberry, and soursop. A beautiful combination of real fruit and Igloo ice cream. Go old school with fluty popsicle. Classic flavors and refreshing goodness. Available at Igloo outlets and all your favorite shops.
Workers attached to the Ministry of Public Works today began removing the permanent structures from the seawall between Camp Street and Vincent Road. The move came days after a meeting between Public Works Minister Bishop Warren Edgell and the vendors. It was at that meeting the minister made it clear that vending will continue. He, however, cautioned the vendors to get in line with what is stated in the permit from the Sea Defense Board. What took place today was a clearance of structures closer to the canal. Some structures were removed and some were dismantled. When Minister Edgell spoke with the vendors last week, he told them that the conditions in the permit must be upheld.
And what are those conditions? No permanent structures. Number 2, your vending space should be no more than 100 square feet. Number 3, you should be 15 feet away from the edge of the road. Number 4, you're supposed to clean up after every vending. And number 5, whatever you put up must be aesthetically sound, that lends to beauty and what we're doing as a country.
Some vendors have invested heavily in their businesses and did so without written permission. Vendors are paying $10,000 a month for the space to the Sea Defense Board.
Drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the 2 combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime, extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
a 9mm submachine gun with 20 matching rounds, one AK-47 magazine with 27.62 by 39 rounds, and a bulky parcel that contained 2.494 kgs or just over 5 pounds of cannabis were seized by ranks of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit KANU on Monday. According to a release from the Drug Enforcement Agency, the discovery was made during an intelligence-led operation by officers. The firearm and ammunition, along with the narcotics, were escorted to KANU's headquarters. The investigations are ongoing. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.